You know, as articulated so well here, it's so important to the organization and everything that we do. Left to our own devices, we've done pretty well in our careers. We're C-suite. We can make decisions. I can tell you which one I like. Go with that one. I've never met a chief product officer that didn't have ideas plentiful about the roadmap and where to go and what to do. And that's what we end up doing is we end up making a lot of decisions on our own because we have to have fast decisions where we've got way too much to do in a day. But I had the privilege of interviewing somebody on the podcast that was in customer experience for Amazon, and they still have to today their empty chair policy, where it used to be in the physical meeting, and there's still physical meetings, but now a lot of virtual meetings, there was an empty chair, physically an empty chair. And it was designed to be there to say, if the customer was sitting here with us today, how would we be making different decisions than we are?
I absolutely love that.
It could have been an operations meeting. It could have been a sales meeting. It could have been a marketing meeting. It could have been a finance meeting. But there's not one of us that say, we don't want to be customer obsessed. We're not a customer first organization. We all say it, but it's to the degree that we actually act on it.
Love that. I might even adopt it. It just takes the emotion out of any conversation because it creates focus. That's what we focused on. It's easy then.
So here's the big question for you. Because if you look up and do the research on the voice of the customer too, the McKinseys of the world, the Forresters of the world, they're going to tell you most B2B companies falter when it comes to a voice of the customer program and having a deep ongoing understanding of their customers, that they falter. So what do we have to do? Like, what's your recommendation to the audience here, other C-suite executives that are tuning in about the importance of investing in a voice of the customer program?
Yeah, I think for me, it is consistency. We are moving fast, particularly in technology environments. We move fast. And so the customer's needs, wants change really fast. And now into the dynamic of AI and how human intelligence and artificial intelligence is working together. So consistency. Don't do a once and done survey, a one-time survey. Make sure that when you use programs like NPS and CSAT environments, that you're not just sending it to the buying committee that are going to give you a good score. Be intentional about getting responses from across the organization, because that one person just has to move, or that one person might not have the opinion of their whole company. So have it as an integrated approach, but it really does have to be felt right in the bellies of everybody across your organization. So voice of the customer programs, yes, make it consistent, but actually get their voice too, and do it in ways that they are prepared to share it. So in a technology environment, we have analysts that evaluate vendors, and you got to go and knock on a customer's door, and you have to have 6 or 7, and they have to give validation that your product works, and you do that. That's great. But that's a lot of tax on your customer. So how else can you reward your customer? Maybe they've got a problem. How can we innovate together? And you can be our alpha testers or our beta testers, or you're in a freemium environment while we get the product established. But again, consistency and layered approach to how you're getting voice of customer into the organization. And then for marketers, I guess it's staying close to the CEO, the founder, wherever you happen to work, and making sure that that voice of customer starts off any internal engagement. That voice of customer is really felt through the purpose, and that your teams are in touch with the purpose. It's not just something on the wall of the building or something on their logo lockup or whatever the case may be, but they actually feel it, and they know that they work at a company that is committed to this purpose, because that purpose is going to make you customer centric as well.